Of such talented people in our state making their marks on the world.
And Nicole is one of them, joining us from Small Made Goods to tell us about an upcoming art show. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
You've brought a couple of pieces. We'll talk about that in a moment. But what about the art show can you tell us about?
My show at the Bountiful Davis Art Center, my gallery show is called You Could Have Said Something Beautiful Instead, and it comes from taking really hateful literature or legislation or social media and turning it into something beautiful. So I've been buying really hateful things and searching out hateful things and then turning them into something beautiful instead, and now also making, you could have made something beautiful instead. So I'm also then tearing up all the books and using recycled material from books and making art out of it. So.
I like what you said in the commercial break. Hate never stopped hate.
Yeah, I don't, it's never been my thing. Fighting hate with hate doesn't seem to engender anything great.
And Nicole, it might sound counterintuitive to buy something and almost like support that, but
did you cringe?
Oh, it's been a strange process as an artist to think, why don't I have this in my house right now? And so I think that's going to be part of, I don't know, maybe my next show. Like, okay, so then how am I gonna get rid of all of this stuff? But also it's kind of interesting because I do buy it and then it's gone, right? Then it doesn't exist.
And things like Mein Kampf, like
it was terrifying because I was trying to also go through pages and decide which ones to do the blackout poetry with, and I thought I should not be reading this garbage before bed. And on top of that, I thought, okay, so if I were reading this without any context as a child, would I know that this was hateful or hurtful or harmful? Because just because it's written down doesn't mean it's true. And so that's been kind of an interesting thing to think about. I mean, just through the whole thing, as an adult.
What have you created from what you found and from all the hate? What have you made?
Art, just beautiful things. Blackout poetry. I will take one page and I will redact all hateful words. I will only use the words from that page and make something beautiful instead. So I'll make a poem from the author's words.
What does this say? Sorry, I'm making you
So daylight has never harmed night by heresy, and words of grace could not omit any of us standing between the truth and those who were burned.
I love the dark background and then the words are light.
Yeah, so.
What about this one?
This one is trying to make something beautiful instead, so just taking only like positive words and things about the book. This is from White Power, a book called White Power. So I mean, it's just kind of an interesting thing to now feel like I can just take it apart and not care because I don't want it to be the same. I want it to be absolutely different from what the author or
intended.
Yeah, or politician intended. Yeah.
What has this done for you? How has this changed you?
I think it's kind of just felt a lot more meaningful in the art that I create, and I've always been an optimist, so that like the love part and the kindness part is always kind of a built-in thing, and so I think it just has given me a passion to like really, as an activist, do something completely different.
What do you want people walking through? Because it kind of creeps me out, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
What do you want people to get out of your pieces and this event and the show when they see something that, okay, you were able to turn something into pretty, but I'm a big thing about energy, and so I'm not sure about it. I'm like, I don't know.
I think if you go to the show and you read the words, and I think understanding that all of this came from something terrible, but now you can change it. You can change something terrible and make it beautiful.
Nicole, is that the point? To feel a little uncomfortable?
Yeah, a little bit.
Because that's what this is supposed to
I've been feeling pretty uncomfortable myself, to be honest.
I mean, that's the message.
Yeah,
look what's out there and look what I've turned it into.
This one, I've been just taking book pieces, and I used to do bookbinding even, and so I've been tearing books apart and using spines and covers. And
you burned it?
Yeah.
You burned it on the edges. These are just 3 pieces, everyone, at the gallery show. The opening reception, again, is coming up Friday the 13th, 6 to 8 at the Bountiful Davis Art Center. For more information, do go to our website. But go check it out. All the info on your screen, along with the Instagram handle. Thank you so much for coming back on the show and sharing.
I appreciate it. Thanks.